What's up, YouTube? Second video. I'm gonna be talking about how I wound up in the recruiter's office, and I'm basically gonna be talking about the ASVAB and MEPS. So, I wanted to join the Marine Corps back when I was in high school. I don't remember how old I was at the time, but at the time I was like, well, you know, I didn't really want to go to college because I'm not a party guy, and I pretty much thought that college is a social event, you know, like people go there just to party and drink, and it's retarded. I'm not a party guy. So I found a job when I wanted to join the Marines, but I found a job working at a hospital. I was making really good money. Really, I was making more than minimum wage, which is really a step forward from what other people were making. Some people were still making minimum wage, and I pretty much thought that I was ahead of the game. You know, I was making money that people went to school for. You know, and I was happy because I just got out of high school. I was working at ShopRite at the time. I got fired from there, and then I went to the hospital. So I was like, hey, you know, I got an apartment and stuff like that, and I got all this fancy crap. And then, what do you know, I worked at the hospital for 2 years and pretty much thought, you know, I'm going to go to school, you know, finally I'm going to go get my nursing degree. And then I got fired. And anyone who's watching from Odo at Jefferson, in Philly, Center City, 9th and Chestnut, 6th floor, I know who told on me. I got fired because someone ran their mouth, not because they said they ran a scan on my computer. I got in trouble because someone opened their mouth. And you know what? What goes around comes around. So, you know, I bounced back from it. I'm moving out of my apartment now. You know, I have no money, nothing, no more because of that. Because of one simple person who told. And pretty much the military was always there, so I wound back up in the recruiter's office. This time I was serious. Took the ASVAB, failed the practice ASVAB test. Supposed to be disqualified, but they worked with me to get my math skills up. It's been a long time since I took math. And then I passed the ASVAB. So I was pretty much in. That was actually the next step. And then you have to go to MEPS. I went to MEPS 2 days later. Stayed in a hotel up in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. Crown Plaza. Shout out to my roommate, Mike McMahon. You're a cool dude, man. Just keep your head up, you know. And good luck in the Army Infantry. I knew that's what you wanted to do. But anyway, besides all that, then we headed to MEPS the next day. We had to get up at like 4 o'clock in the morning. Headed to MEPS about 6 o'clock. I tell you, Fort Dix is not a good place to go to. I mean, people who are living there, I mean, it might be different, but MEPS, it wasn't that fun. A lot of people there were really angry and early in the morning, and you pretty much arrived and you was like, you know what, this is gonna be a long day. So MEPS, all they do is they take your blood, they check your eyes, take your pee, make sure that you ain't high or nothing. And then the medical examination, that part was just really weird. Like, you had to strip down to your boxers, and being in a room, and it was cold that day anyway, and they had the AC on. Like, you know, like 10 degrees inside the room, and you're in there with 20 dudes in your boxers and doing all these weird exercises. Like, that was pretty weird. But, finally got done, did my pull-ups, did my sit-ups, and I pretty much was in. Signed my papers, I swore in, and now I'm waiting till November 16th till I leave. So it's my second video. There'll be more. I'll probably make one tonight. I'm supposed to be going to see Star Trek. My friend Corporal Tate, that's what he wants to be called now. My friend, he's like my brother, man. He came back from Iraq about last week, Well, actually, no, he came back from Iraq like 2 weeks ago, but he was in Hawaii, so he just came back to Philly. So it was pretty good to see him. But hopefully I'll get him on the camera. So I'll make a review of probably a Star Trek, if it works out that way. But I'll let you guys know. If you have any more questions, you can let me know. I'm in a delayed entry program now, so I might not know so much. But this is basically the start, of the 6 months. I'm counting down to boot camp. I'm trying to prepare right now. So those who are watching, just keep watching. Peace.